Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm going to show you how you can bring a document into the Canva environment. So let me show you a few ways. The first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to click on that Canva extension there at the top. And when you open your Canva extension, you're going to get the Canva dashboard. Now, this is a place where you can begin to design your lesson. Look at this. You could go from your Google Drive, your OneDrive, your computer, and then you also have some Canva templates in our library, but let's not go there yet. Let's go into our Google Drive. Because you signed up through your school email, your Google Drive is going to be connected to all of your documents. So you just go in, find the document you're looking for. I'm going to go into some of my activities. Let's see if I go into language arts. This is connected to my Google Drive. So anything I have in there, whether it's PDFs, it could be Google Slides, Google Docs, and even Google Sheets. I'm going to click on this Google Doc. What it's going to do, it's going to lock everything in the background. So my students do not move anything that I don't want them to delete. Just click on it and select, and there you go. It's going to open it up into the Canva environment. This lets me know I've opened it several times. I'm just going to convert as new and give me a new copy. My document, and it's in language arts. Now, sometimes when you bring in things, it's going to say Canva uploads. You do want to organize this because when it comes to assigning, you want to make sure that you are able to find it. So make sure that you organize this folder so it can be ready to go. So not only does that dashboard work brilliantly, you can also open things from your drive, just like this. Because you have the extension, there it is right there, you can right click and you can open with Canva right here, and it's going to bring it straight into that Canva environment, just like that earthquake document I brought in. If you are a Canva user, when you go to share button here, notice what's going to be there. Open with Canva. Skip some steps. You don't have to download it, put it in your drive. You can simply click on that button, brings it into the Canva environment. A few other ways, if you're in your Google Drive and you're working on your document, you're going to see this button right here that says Canva. That, guess what, puts it in the Canva environment. And if you're saying, but Melissa, I could just share this. Yes, you could. But do you see how things are going away? My students used to do that. We learned a lot about the undo button, but just eliminate that. Plus, you're going to want to give them all the accessibilities they need by putting it into the Canva environment. And if you're wondering what type of accessibilities are you talking about, let me just show you. Okay, do you see where it says Canva uploads? Okay, it is in my Google Drive and it's in a folder called Canva uploads. Now, this is where everything is going to go. So if you quickly open a document, everything's going to go in there. So you'll want to move it into the folder that you would like it to go into. So I can say I want it to go in my activities folder and hit select. Now watch what changes. It's going to say activities and then there's a name, but this says copy of copy. No, I want to name it. You can always name this. I can say that this is for class 1, and that's how it's going to save it. Oh my goodness. Once it's in the Canva environment, this is what your students are going to have access to. They're going to have support from a read aloud that will support them in reading the text.
Circle the ways you would like to show your thinking ADD draw.
And do you hear those natural voices coming in? That's a new upgrade that we have. I love this. The other thing your students will have access to is the text box. They can utilize this text box and they can say, I want to show my thinking. Do you also notice what is pulling up? A predictive text to help them with spelling. They're going to have that support with that text box when you bring it into the Canva environment. You need to speak it out. Well, here that text box is pulled up. They can also say how they're thinking. So they have a speech to text button right here, which is voice typing. And there it goes. Everything I'm saying, it's recording on that document right there. All right, so those are some features that you'll want your students to have when you bring it into the Canva environment. With tools like our read aloud, predictive text, and voice typing, why wouldn't you want to put it into a Canva environment?